Hello everyone, and welcome to our cozy corner where we turn ordinary spaces into Christmas magic with simple candle decoration ideas. If you're here during the height of the season, fantastic, but these ideas work anytime you want a warm, festive glow. As you watch this video, you'll see a sequence of images that capture the spirit of candle decor. A frosted window, a mantle crowned with pine greens, a dining table set with soft candlelight, and jars and lanterns that bring a handmade charm to any room. Let's walk through ideas that are broad enough to match a wide range of images, yet specific enough to feel satisfying and actionable. First, let's talk about the mood you want to create. Christmas lighting is all about warmth, intimacy, and a sense of gathering. The opening images show a soft, amber glow washing over natural textures: wood, greenery, burlap, and wool. You don't need to go all out with color. You can start with a simple palette: warm whites, greens from real pine or eucalyptus, and metallic pops like gold or copper. The visual rhythm here is vertical and layered. Tall pillar candles mixed with mid-sized pillars, and then short votives tucked into garlands and runners. The result is a table that feels full without being crowded, a room that feels enveloped in light without glare. Theme and color choices can guide every image you see next. Imagine 3 safe, classic themes. Theme 1 is natural and rustic. Mason jars wrapped in twine, pine cones sprinkled with a touch of gold, plus a few sprigs of evergreen tucked around votives. Theme 2 is elegant and timeless. White or ivory candles with frosted glass holders, a silver tray, and touches of greenery threaded with silver wire. Theme 3 is playful and cozy. Red and green accents, cinnamon sticks, star anise, and warm amber candles that mimic a crackling fire. In the images you're watching, look for how color, texture, and height balance on shelves, mantles, and dining tables. A single element, like a tall candle, draws the eye upward, while a cluster of small votives creates a halo of light around the centerpiece. Now, let's dive into centerpiece ideas that translate across many images. When you see a dining table image, you'll notice the power of layering. Start with a wide, long tray or a wooden board as your base. Place a mix of candles at different heights. Think 1 tall pillar candle, a couple of mid-height cylinders, and a handful of tiny votives. Add natural accents: sprigs of evergreen, pine cones, a few cinnamon sticks, and a light scattering of ornaments or dried citrus slices for a pop of color. The key is harmony. All elements should feel connected, not competing. The eye should move naturally from the tallest candle down to the surrounding accents. If you're using translucent containers, clear glass or frosted glass can refract light beautifully, creating soft halos around the flames in the images you see. Close-up shots in the sequence sometimes show glass hurricanes or simple lanterns. The idea here is protection and drama at the same time. A hurricane of glass around a tall candle gives a cradle for the flame, turning a single candle into a fireplace of light. If you don't have hurricanes, a simple glass bowl filled with water and floating candles can create an elegant, ethereal look. In the photos, you'll probably notice how the reflections on a glossy table surface multiply the glow, making the scene feel larger and more magical. You can recreate this effect by placing a shallow tray with a reflective finish under your candles on a sideboard or coffee table. Let's talk about jars and lanterns, because images in this sequence emphasize their charm. Recycled or repurposed jars can become charming lanterns with a bit of twine and a pinch of creativity. For a rustic look, wrap the jar with twine or burlap, add a few pine needles, and tuck a small votive inside. For a more refined look, swap twine for a satin ribbon and add a sprig or 2 of eucalyptus. The visual impact comes from repetition. Cluster several jars of varying heights along a mantle or down a table runner. The combination of glass, greenery, and candlelight feels both timeless and welcoming, and it's easy to adjust for any image scenario you might be shown in your video feed. Floating and tea light ideas are common in the image set as well. Floating candles in a shallow bowl of water, surrounded by evergreen sprigs and a few berries, create a spa-like, tranquil vibe. This look is especially effective on coffee tables or centerpieces where you want a gentle, reflective glow rather than a single dominant flame. Tea lights tucked into small containers or nestled inside a citrus rind can add subtle pockets of light without taking over the scene. If you're filming or presenting multiple images, a quick note you can share is how to keep the water at a calm surface. Change the water daily, trim the wicks, and wipe condensation from the glass so the image stays crisp and inviting. Scent can be part of the story too, though in images you might see only the visual cue. If your candles are scented, choose complementary scents that evoke Christmas memories: cinnamon and clove, orange and cardamom, or pine and eucalyptus. In a sequence of images, you might pair the warm glow with a soft mention of scents in the background. If you're making this a DIY project, you can also create scent pods with essential oils or simmering potpourri to accompany the display, letting viewers imagine the aroma as they watch the flicker of flames. It's a gentle sensory bridge between sight and feeling, and the narrative can mention how to layer scents without overpowering the room. Don't forget safety, the backbone of any candle project. In the visuals you'll see, we often rely on sturdy surfaces and flame protection choices. Always place candles on heat-resistant bases, away from curtains, paper decorations, and dried greenery that could catch fire. Never leave a burning candle unattended, and keep candles out of reach of pets and children. A good habit is trimming wicks to about 1/4 inch. This reduces soot and creates a cleaner, steadier flame. For homes with kids or high-traffic spaces, LED candles can provide the same ambiance with zero risk, and many look incredibly realistic in photos and videos. If you're watching a sequence of images showing a mantel, a table, and a windowsill, you'll notice how the eye travels from one focal point to another. A tall pillar candle can anchor a vignette on the left, while a cluster of small votives balances the right. The greenery serves as a soft frame, guiding attention toward the center of the composition. A glimmering ribbon, a couple of metallic accents, and a few natural textures, the wood of the table, the rough burlap of a runner, and the smooth glass, create contrast that makes the entire arrangement feel intentional rather than spontaneous. In other words, good candle decor is about thoughtful arrangement as much as it is about the flame itself. Let's cover a few budget-friendly DIY tips that shine in many image sets. You can create a sophisticated look with modest materials. Use jars you already have, wrap them with twine or fabric, add a sprig of evergreen, and nestle a candle inside. For more drama, place 3 or 5 jars on a tray and vary their heights with stacked boxes or inverted cutlery boxes. If you want a centerpiece that looks designer without breaking the bank, try a simple garland runner with evenly spaced candles, adding pine cones and a few cinnamon sticks for texture. A small vase of water with floating candles can be placed at the center of a dining table to reflect light from multiple candles above. These are small touches that, together, deliver a big visual impact in the images viewers see on screen. Before we wrap, a quick note on timing and repetition. In a long video with many image transitions, your narration can emphasize how to recreate each look in stages. Choose a theme, pick containers, add greenery, and finish with texture and scent if desired. The images will often rotate through different angles: eye-level shots of a centerpiece, a top-down view of a table, a close-up of a candle flame, so your voice can describe what the viewer is seeing, pointing out the practical decisions behind each arrangement: why a taller candle sits at one end, why the greenery is arranged in a loose, natural way, why the warm light feels inviting rather than clinical. The goal is to leave the viewer with a sense that they could walk into their own space and replicate the mood in minutes, using common items found around the home. To close, thank you for following along this candle decoration journey. Christmas is about gathering, comfort, and a little magic at the edge of each flame. Whether you go all out with a dramatic mantle or keep things simple with a trio of glowing jars, the key is to let the light carry the room. And remember, lighting is a powerful storytelling tool. Tiny changes in height, texture, and placement can transform your space from ordinary to warmly festive. If you enjoyed this walkthrough, consider subscribing for more DIY decor ideas. Drop a comment with your favorite candle arrangement, and share this video with friends who love cozy Christmas vibes. See you in the next video, where we'll explore more ways to invite that soft, magical glow into your home.